Welcome to Union Passenger Terminal here in the beautiful city of Louisiana's finest city, New Orleans. New Orleans is also called the Big Easy because everything is easy here. So there people are relaxed, laid back, having a good time, and that's what we are going to do today as well, as we are taking Amtrak's Sunset Limited service all the way to San Antonio, Texas. Amtrak station here in New Orleans is right in the city center. So if you want to come here, you can either use the bus services or the streetcar, which is stopping right in front of the station. If you want to park your car right here, there is a big parking lot. But as well, you can just walk here. It's only 15 minutes from the French Quarter to Union Passenger Terminal. But now let's talk a bit about today's travel. We are taking, as I said earlier, the Sunset Limited, which is going all the way to Los Angeles, California, but we are going only as far as San Antonio, Texas. Therefore, it will take us about 15 hours to get there, and we are doing it today in coach class, so I can show you how to ride on Amtrak using just a normal passenger car. We are going to focus on what's possible for food options. Is there breakfast on board? How is pricing? So the other two trips I've done before, food and drinks were included. So I will see how much it costs me totally to have 15 hours on this train, eating breakfast, lunch and dinner. And the second point I'm going to look at is how comfortable is riding in coach class. And well, it's 15 hours, so it should be comfortable. Otherwise, I'm uncomfortable, to be honest. But yeah, let's see what it is. We got an hour until our train is coming. And I was early to the station as I was not sure about the streetcar schedule. There is kind of a schedule, but there is none of a schedule as well, so it's quite strange. They're coming when they come and everybody seems to be okay with it. So I took the flow, I took the streetcar down Canal Street to our place, and then I just walked over to the station. It's about only 10 minutes. And speaking of streetcar, right behind me, number 49 is going up Elk Place to Canal Street. So this one you have to board if you want to go from the Union Passenger Terminal all the way to the French Quarter. But right now, let's get on into the station and find our gate to board. I don't know if I had said this earlier, but at Amtrak you always have to wait at your boarding gate until your train is going to be ready. So you're not able to go just onto the platform and wait until your train is pulled into the station. You have to wait, just like on a normal airport, until your boarding time is and until your train has been called. So this is quite the difference using trains in Europe, where you just can go on the platform and wait. Here you have to wait in a designated waiting area for your train to be boarded.
The station wasn't very busy this morning, as only the train to Los Angeles is going to be boarded pretty soon. Inside the small station there are only 2 counters of Amtrak and as well the baggage drop. Other than that, there is only a big departure board in the waiting area, and that's it. In comparison to Chicago Union Station, there is not much going on here in New Orleans. There is only a small subway shop where you can buy coffee and sandwiches before your train is departing.
And this is something you find at pretty much all stations, that you get your drinking water free for everybody to use. And here I like it because they have as well a small sink for the kids, so that as well they can enjoy having some fresh water. And if you're not into Subway at the moment, there is just a small area with vending machines where you get cold drinks, water, some snacks, most importantly coffee and ice cream.
But then things changed rapidly.
So, change of plans everybody. We are not going to take a train. Overnight a bridge burned down, and so there is a bus service in place. Instead of going with a Sunset Limited train to San Antonio, we are taking a bus directly to San Antonio. So sorry about that. So there is no train footage from coach class right now. So pretty much I have to find a different way to show you inside of a coach class in an Amtrak train on this trip. So I'll make some ideas what I can do. But right now, just waiting until our bus to San Antonio is going to be ready for boarding, and I'm going to hop onto it, and you will get some highway footage then from the way from New Orleans to San Antonio, Texas.
After about 30 minutes of waiting in the waiting area, we were pointed out to the doors where the buses has been set up for us, and there were 2 buses for this train. The first bus is going to stop in all the immediate stations between New Orleans and San Antonio, Texas, and the second bus is going directly to San Antonio, Texas, and is meeting up with the train there. After each passenger was distributed to the right bus, the luggage as well had to be brought over from the train, as you have to check your bigger luggage on Amtrak trains. After about 15 minutes more, the luggage was loaded onto the bus and we were ready to hit the road.
Which is about 4.5, depending on traffic, 4.5, 5 hours from here, and you can get a bite to eat. And then from there, we'll take it again to the Houston stop, and then from there, San Antonio. Alright, so probably make a restroom stop somewhere in between as well. There is a restroom on the back of the bus. So just remember, positive is going to arrive with us the whole time. Keep that in mind. Will draw interest. I do have outlets too at every seat. Wi-Fi may be a little slow depending on the area and so many people trying to log on.
Welcome to the Orange Travel Center here on I-10, right inside the state of Texas. This is pretty much the halfway point on our trip from New Orleans to San Antonio, Texas, and you can as well have a short bathroom break here or enjoy a walk into the Texas Travel Welcome Center. But now, let's speak about the route we were taking out of New Orleans. We were traveling westbound on I-10 towards Baton Rouge, to Beaumont and into Texas, where we are crossing the border at Orange. After that, we are continuing onwards towards Baytown, and we have a first stop in Houston, where we are dropping off some passengers. After our 45-minute bathroom break here in Orange, we are continuing westbound on I-10 towards San Antonio, passing through Welder and Tiguan before entering the outskirts of San Antonio, Texas, where this bus is going to drop us off at Amtrak station, right beside of city center.
We'll take it up the road about another hour and a half
After another couple of hours on I-10, we are now pulling into Baytown, Texas, where we are going to stop for our lunch break. If you're wondering why our bus driver decided to stop here at Baytown, Texas, there is a pretty good reason why. Although there is not much going on here in Baytown, Texas, for my opinion, there is one thing which is pretty cool about this place, and this is the world famous Bucky gas station, where you can pretty much buy everything you can imagine. Buc-ee's isn't only famous for their enormous numbers of gas station pumps they have at each location, but they are very famous as well for their food. Buc-ee's isn't just world famous for their snacks, but their fresh food selection like chicken sandwiches are all made right in the store, and they are very delicious and reasonably priced. By the way, if you're looking for any kind of souvenir you can imagine, you will find it here at Buc-ee's gas stations. So if you're around the area of the southern US, just check out the Buc-ee station. They're pretty much located all over Texas and a couple of other states as well. If you want to know which states exactly, please have a look online at the Buc-ee's website.
I spend my days in despair, for in my mind